So many of you have heard the phrase, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. We've heard that, right? I want to show you a young lady who really took this to heart. This young lady, less than a year old, was diagnosed with cancer. Less than a year old, diagnosed with cancer at age 4, she decided that she wanted to help other children out that were suffering with this terrible disease. So she decided to put up a lemonade stand. And you may be saying, okay, a lemonade stand, how much is she really going to raise to help kids trying to fight cancer? The first lemonade stand she made $2,000. Unfortunately, at age 8, this young lady passed away. But her lemonade stand became a foundation. That foundation today has 10,000 or more volunteers every single year, one weekend a month in June, and they have raised over $75 million for young people fighting cancer. This little girl had a really small idea. She decided to do something not just for herself, but for other people. So I am a firm believer that let's stop telling everybody to dream big. Let's just get away from that whole idea, because guess what? Who really knows how to dream big? Do you? I know it's a challenge for me sometimes when people challenge me to think big, dream big. I have small thoughts. And I just showed you an example of a young lady who had a very small idea that turned into something that's impacting communities across the country. So, my thing to you, my suggestion to you is this. There was a young man sitting on Harvard's campus one day, and he decided that he wanted to create a website that would allow people to talk to each other and maybe share some ideas, share some photos. I guarantee you this young man did not think that there'd be over a billion with a B, users every single day. I guarantee you that when he was thinking about this website, he did not realize that ALS would raise the most money it's ever raised in its fight to fight Lou Gehrig's disease. All because people posted photos, or videos I should say, of them getting ice dumped on their bodies to raise money. So you guys know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the founder of Facebook. Small idea that became significant. Now, the irony is, when we start talking about our ideas, it doesn't matter if it's a small idea or a big idea, we are going to have what I call the dream snatchers. The haters in your life, the people that are going to tell you, oh, that's a dumb idea, I wouldn't even bother, why are you wasting your time? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And sometimes that person is your parent. Sometimes our parents' fears for your life and your success, and for that matter, wanting to protect you from failure, they sometimes can become the biggest dream snatcher that you have. So I want to tell you a little story about a young man who wants to be a superhero. That's my son. His name is Matthew. And I kid you not, just about every week, I have a new strategy to create an Iron Man costume. He's looking for spiders to bite him because he is determined that he is going to be a superhero. But in addition to being a superhero, he also wants to be a professional football player. So he's training. Quite often, he's got alligator hands. You guys know what that means, where the ball kind of goes through your hand. He's got alligator hands now, but one day, he's going to be successful as an NFL football player as well. And in his spare time, he also wants to be a dentist. So here's this kid. He's 6 years old, about to be 7, and he is determined he's going to be a superhero. He's also going to be an NFL football player, and he's going to be a dentist. The dad in me says, son, be a dentist. Be a dentist, okay? My stepdad is a dentist, so Pawpaw, he's a dentist. He taught in the dental school, so you got a leg in if you need some help with some of the, be a dentist. That's a safe, successful career path. You can be awesome at it. Because the fact is, your mom can't stand spiders. She's not going to let you get within 100 yards of a spider. So the likelihood that you're going to get bit by a radioactive spider and start climbing walls, son, that's not going to happen. I'm just saying. And oh, by the way, there's about 100,000 kids playing high school football, seniors, and only 215 of them make it to the NFL. So that's a 0.2% chance that you're going to make it to the NFL. And oh, by the way, if you take after me, you're going to be skinny. You're going to be fast. But the likelihood of you making it in the NFL is going to be very slim, son. So I promise you, if you trust me on this, go for the dentistry. That's safe. So what did I just do? I just snatched my son's dream. He believes he can be a dentist Monday through Friday, and at nights and on weekends, he can save people's lives, but on Sunday mornings, he's going to play football. Now, parents in the audience, just in case these thoughts come to your mind, I want to challenge you. And to the young people as well, I want to challenge you to think a little differently. What if, now just imagine this, what if my son comes up with some amazing idea, small idea, that has a huge impact? And all of a sudden, my son creates a helmet that starts to save the lives of young people who played football for their entire lives. And it cuts down on the concussions. What if he makes enough money that he can actually own a football team? And in his portfolio of businesses, he also owns several dental practices. Or what if my son's whole purpose in life is really just to make people smile? And his idea of being a dentist is really about putting a smile on people's face. What if I encourage that? What if my son is already a superhero? Because of what my son has done in my life, he saved my life. He's a superhero today. So what if I celebrated that as a parent instead of telling him what he couldn't do? What if I challenged my son to think small, to keep pursuing those ideas, and then maybe one day Dad can figure out how to make an Iron Man costume that actually flies and fights off bullets and it talks so I can tell him where to go? What if I don't snatch those dreams from him? What if I allow him to continue dreaming and dreaming and dreaming? Because all of us as kids had those dreams, right? Even those of you guys in high school, you've kind of backed off of a couple of the dreams that you had in life, right? Because somebody told you what you couldn't do. So I'm going to challenge you guys today to surround yourself with people that are seriously supporting your efforts. And I want to leave you with this, because the only way that you can change your community and change the world is if you realize that you've been blessed. You realize that you have excess. I mean, I didn't see anyone walk in here with no clothes. Everyone looks well fed. Everyone seems to have reasonable health. We've all had an amazing life so far. But one thing I want to challenge you is that if your cup overflows, don't take what's left over in the saucer and put it back into your cup. How about take what's in that saucer and pour it into someone else's cup? How about pour the knowledge and the skills that you're gaining in your school, in your community, back into the lives of young people? Because again, if you're encouraging and celebrating those small ideas, they can have a lasting impact on other people. And you could actually be someone else's superhero. Thank you.